How's it going, everybody? It's PJ for Pete_J on YouTube, PJ Play on Twitch. It's Monday morning, so we are on Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. We had been working on the RIBBSAN, and we've done some work on the suspension. We've replaced the fuel tank and the fuel pump. I think we replaced the tire or two, cleaned up the rims. We're going to get into the power plant here very soon, but I thought in the meantime what we would do is, it's a 2003 RIBBSAN Z530. So we took 2 episodes and we did some work on the RIBBSAN here, or at least 1.5. I thought we'd take a little time and we'll work on some client cars. I wussed out. I have no idea what happened to me, but normally I would fill the place, which is roughly about 4 cars. You got 1 in the bay, 2 on the outskirts, and then we can have 1 here. And I for some reason I grabbed 2 and that was it. I don't know if I was feeling a little down that day, feeling a little punk. I'm not sure, but boy, so we've got here a 1989 SALEM KIERAN front-wheel drive. That sounds silly, doesn't it? Front-wheel drive turbo. It's got 125,191 miles. And what's the problem? It does 180 horsepower at 5,740 RPM, 177 foot-pounds at 4,825 RPM. Okay. Knocking noise from the engine bay, poor brake performance, general gearbox control and repair or replace body parts. So there's a lot to do. That might be why I kind of backed out. And the knocking noise from the engine bay, that may take a while. Let's jump in. Let's handle the brakes. We know brakes pretty well. I think we can get in and out of the brake situation. Start with the OBS, ABS, whatever you want to call it. We're gonna pull this because this already looks bad. Oh, we gotta spray that one. Alright, so we're getting back into the swing of things here. Honestly, kind of would have hoped to do this a little bit earlier, 10%, so that's not even going to be a good candidate for repair. I'm also going to take a look at the servo, which looks like it's had better days. I had myself a bit of a day yesterday. I was rinsing out my dishes after breakfast, and lo and behold, there was a waterfall coming out of the cabinet, and so I spent the day taking apart the kitchen sink and basically replumbing the thing. 43%. What is the 40%? So actually, even though the brake servo looks bad, no, not a candidate for repair or retrieval. So we'll refill this. So I wound up spending the day doing that, and yeah, just not fun. Oop. Oop, 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 oop. Okay, that's too much. So yeah, that, and then on top of that, when I'm sopping up the water underneath the sink, right? We have one of those false fronts. It's more decorative, really. It goes in front of the sink, and it looks like a drawer, but it's actually not. It's just, like I say, it's a false front. But for some reason, we had one of those that just wasn't, wouldn't stay in for some reason. And so obviously, while I'm sopping up the mess, that thing came loose and banged me on the head. So that didn't make your boy very happy. So yeah, so that got worked on. I got that taken care of as well. And this was all after I woke up. I'm in the Midwest, so we're in some very cold weather right now, and we're experiencing some very cold weather right now. So calipers at 11. That's not going to be fixable either. Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's not. We've had worse, but it's. I think it's the cold. 2 days of some single digits, you know, with the windshield below zero kind of thing. So I get up, same morning, I get up and the furnace isn't firing. So I had a day yesterday. Boy, you could have fried an egg on my head throughout most of the day. So it just seemed like you'd roll from one issue into the other issue to the other issue. I kept waiting for one of the ladies to come home and tell me something was wrong with the car. You know, it was that day. You know, so yeah. So I'm happy to be doing this because it means that I've gotten stuff done. But I'm also kind of still in my head going, what else? When's the other shoe gonna drop? You know what I mean? You're waiting for when's the other shoe gonna drop? See, like I've just done this 3 times. Like ABS module. Okay. Sorry. So I'm a little behind on things. I was hoping to be a bit further along than I currently am. Oh, I probably could have checked. That's what happens when you start. You know, when you're not fully engaged in the game, you start forgetting. Hey, you know what? You got a whole thing of spare parts that you can reach out to, and I did not do that. But that's okay, because the spare parts are really more my parts than they're more my parts than parts I would use on client cars, right? I'm happy with the RIBBSAN though. It's going well. I've talked to some folks, a couple of good friends online. Snake Fight, Roger Maxdad, always enjoy talking to people. So if you want to reach out, I'm always interested in hearing what you have to say. The other thing is I'm trying to get monetized. I'm hoping to get monetized this year. So if you are just joining me for the first time, hit that like button, subscribe. I do try to put up a new video every. I try to put up a lot of videos. So if you actually check out the channel. Monday morning I do Car Mechanic Simulator. Monday afternoon I do Off-Road Mechanic Simulator. Tuesday has been Euro Truck Simulator all day, every day, 2 videos a day. But the realities are, once the baseball season starts, which is going to be the end of March, beginning of April, there will be a new baseball game every Tuesday morning and every Friday morning. Currently I have, like I say, Tuesdays have been Euro Truck. But that will, like I say, that will just move to Tuesday afternoons. Then I'll drive Euro Truck Monday, like I said, Tuesday. So again, end of April, end of March, beginning of April. If you enjoy baseball, oh God. It's gonna be one of those days. Gotta calm down, Pete. Gotta calm down. Hey, wait a minute. I thought didn't I fix that? Which one did I do? A ventilated? Alright, so that's 11%, so it won't fix anyway, so okay. We need to buy a new one. I'm trying to talk and work at the same time after the day I've had. This is a rear, so we need this brake. Okay. And if you like baseball, Tom and I, we try to keep the difficulty at a point where it's competitive. So if we're getting blown out every game, we'll turn it down a little bit. Okay, we do need another caliper. That one's 26 though, so we should be able to fix that one. So we try to keep it competitive. We don't want any of the outcomes to be foregone conclusions. We don't want to be beaten up on every team, but we also don't want to be getting beat by every team. So we try to keep it competitive. It's fun. We are currently managing, and we do a broadcast style. So when you tune in, oh, I'm sorry. So when you tune in, it's going to be very much like watching a baseball game or listening if you got it on in the background. Obviously, we appreciate everybody and anybody who will tune in. and hopefully you'll enjoy it. We've got some good compliments on it, so give it a try. Tuesday morning. Normally what we do is we play Sunday night, and then we play Wednesday night, and then we will take a day to edit. So the Sunday night game gets edited on Monday, and it gets posted on Tuesday morning. And vice versa. The Wednesday night game gets edited on Thursday and then posts Friday morning. So it's fun. We enjoy it. We are managing the and playing the Dallas Ramblers. This is it. Well, we had our first season last season. We missed the playoffs, so we that's 1%. We might as well just go ahead and buy a new one. Nope. And so we've made some moves in the off season that I'm hoping to put together a really nice video, entertaining. I really have to work on that. And we've let go. I think we let go like 4 players, and we picked up 2 veterans, which I think are going to be a real help to the ball club. We also picked up 2 young rookies that I think we could possibly mature into, bring along, and hopefully help them mature into, into some class players. So it's going to be a fun season. Like I say, tune in. So that's Tuesday morning. Tuesday afternoon, like I said, that'll be Euro Truck. Wednesday morning is a title that I'm having a lot of fun with. It's called Plane Mechanic Simulator, and the storyline is I am a mechanic, a plane mechanic, in I think it's World War II. Yeah, World War II, right? So it's my job to keep the planes flying. Right now, I've just recently leveled up, so I have now. I've gone from working on Spitfires to working on the de Havilland Mosquito, which is it's not a. I don't think it's a long-range bomber, but it's a bomber. So we've moved from fighters to bombers. So this is gonna be cool. Wait a minute, I don't think that was right. So I'm really enjoying that title. It's a lot of fun. Wednesday afternoon is Motorcycle Mechanic Simulator. Again, I'm enjoying that one as well. Just opened up. That's 14%. I don't think we can fix it, but let's go check. I've just opened up my second garage. So I now have 3 bays, although 2 are in a barn garage and 1 is in my, what I almost would say is my family garage. So Dad wants me to get all that stuff out of there, you know. And we went to the junkyard and we picked up a couple of bikes. So we're going to do some kind of like a car mechanic simulator. We're going to fix those bikes up, turn around and sell them. We've used the bank, although I don't know if I'm paying my debts yet. I got to figure that out. I'm trying to go through it. Same thing with, just like with car mechanic simulator. I want to experience all of it. I want to see what's behind every, you know, corner, what's under the carpet, you know what we kicked under the carpet, what's going on there. So I want to kick the tires and light the fires, and let's see what this can do. So I did take out a loan in Motorcycle Mechanic Simulator when I got my new garage, so that I could buy all new machines. So that's fun, and I'm learning as I go. And each episode I get a little bit more comfortable with it. There's a lot of stuff still that I've never worked on. Airplanes. I've never worked on motorcycles, so you know, so I'm learning as I go, which is what I like. General gearbox control and repair. Okay, we know that's down here as well, and then we'll run the test on the engine. So that's on there. Here's me begging for for subs. I think we got to take the wheels off, though. We got to take the wheels off because we got to take the axles off, and I don't think you can do that. Okay. Let's get out from under here. So that's Wednesday. Thursday so far have been really nothing. I'm just going to be like potpourri. I think the main thing may be when I game with the guys, which is Friday nights, we do some gaming together. If we have some good stuff, I'll throw it up on a Thursday. If I have new games that I'm trying out, or free demos or something like that, I'll put those up on a Thursday. I was gonna do car mechanics, not car mechanics, but Hunter Call of the Wild and the Angler, Call of the Wild, the Angler. I just haven't really done it. You know what, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Ever since I found out, and I loved Call of the Wild, the Angler, but I found out they are done with development. Why can I not? Oh, the starter's still on. Okay. But ever since, Call of the Wild, the Angler, I think it was January 14th, they put out a letter, and they said they were done with development on Call of the Wild, the Angler. And ever since then, I've kind of been so depressed about it that I can't even bring myself to play it. I don't know why. And I believe I think it's Japan. They had a Japan map. Just got released not too long ago. So that's still all new. I've had some issues with performance, to be honest with you. I don't know if that's a part of it too, but yeah, I'm like, I just don't even want to play it. And it's the same thing with the Hunter Call of the Wild. I just, I loaded it up yesterday. And I thought, well, again, long, hard day, so we'll put, I'm not going to put it all on the title, on the Hunter, but I loaded it up, I got in, and I'm like, started to walk around, and I'm like, I don't really want to do this. I don't want to do this. So, but that's kind of how I felt about the title. I think the rest of this is fine. But in for a penny, in for a pound. Let's take them off just to make sure. Just to make sure they are fine and we're not taking anything for granted. Because I don't want to wind up putting this whole thing back together only to find out that I'm going to have to come back here. Okay, flywheel. 44%. So we saw a little bit of what would you call it? My vocabulary is escaping me. Wear. We saw a little bit of wear on the flywheel, but again, it's well within tolerance, and the client is not interested in making that repair. So the clutch release bearing though is at 10%, so that is not fixable. We're just going to go ahead and buy a new one. Clutch release bearing right here is 35 credits. We'll get it for 29. We'll just throw that right back up there. There you go. 10%. So the gearbox, we need a new gearbox. I am going to add this to the shopping list. We need a gearbox for an i4. So that may be part of the, well, no, that'll be the gearbox i4. 650. We'll get it for 552. There we go. All right. So we're moving right along. Yeah. And then Friday, so far, like we talked about earlier, it's going to be baseball once the season starts. But right now, I'm doing PGA Tour 2K23, and I'm doing 2K23 because it was on sale. With the release of 2K25, I think it's coming up if it hasn't already passed. When this airs, this will be the 24th. So I think it's this week. I think it will come out this week. I think it's the full release will be I'm going to say the 28th. I'm not positive. Don't quote me, but so 2K23 went on sale, so I picked it up. I do enjoy the golf games. I don't know why I play it usually. I don't have a mic on, which is one of the things I do enjoy about it. Clutch release bearing. So that gearbox I4. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and lower this, and we'll run some tests on the engine to see if we can get any information about why it's knocking on the front. Engine needs to be complete. Oh, that's right. Okay. No, we know what we got to do. We have to. Start it back on. So for right now, it's golf, and then in the afternoon I release an American truck simulator run, because I like both of the truck driving games, and it's usually either one or the other. You know, I'm either playing Euro Truck or American Truck. I'd rather do both. There's enough to do on both. Fuel pump, fuel rail, and fuel filter are all 46% isn't awesome, but the client does not want us to replace anything that isn't. I'm going to say 39%, because we'll find parts that are 40%, but they will still won't be on the list. So it's 39% and below. So those parts are okay. Tire tread tester. I do all the tests. That's why you got it, you know. It's that whole thing about having too much information isn't a bad thing, you know. 44, 56, 59, 60 again, nothing there. Electronic multimeter, that shouldn't have anything to do with knocking noise though from the engine bay, but again, 43, 46, 49, 44, there's a 40, medium fuse. Don't know, again, like we talked about, I don't know if that'll make the list, because no, just, anywho, so medium fuse type B, let's check. I don't think it's on the list. Can I see medium fuse? No, we cannot see it. So there you go. Just reinforces what I was saying. It's really, if the number's 40, it's going to be 39% or below. This is the one we're looking for here. 52. Okay, piston with conrod 41, piston rings 42, piston with conrod 43, 46, piston rings 51. Okay, 57. I'm like, that's only 3. The fourth one's down here, 57%. So it's not that. So what is knocking? What is the knocking noise? Is there a way to... There's a way to test it somehow? No. This does not have anything to do with knocking noise. I don't know why I've... Outside of the fact that I'm just easily distracted. That's all. 55. It looks... Yeah, 48. Okay. This stuff all looks good, so I'm not worried about any of that. We got to get into... knocking noise coming from the engine bay. Okay. Oops, sorry. Already checked that. Whatever it is, I think. Remove this cover. Does this? Okay, turbocharger and exhaust manifold are looking like an issue. So let's remove the turbocharger. Actually, I could take it to the test track. Or the test path at least, and it would give me more information. 20%, so the turbocharger does need work, but so does this exhaust manifold. Yeah, that needs to be replaced actually, so that looks alright to me. Again, you got some wear down here, but I don't think that's enough to warrant an issue. We got a crankshaft pulley here that's probably an issue, as well as this power steering pump. That's probably an issue as well. Okay, so first thing we want to do is we're going to want to empty. No, wrong button there, buddy. Let's empty the power steering pump, because we don't want to spill fluid. We don't need to take the pump off though, but we will start to remove these belts. So we got that one. We're going to need to remove the tensioner. There you go. Now the belt comes off. Okay, so crankshaft pulley. This allows us to at least see the bearing on the crankshaft, and that looks okay. Doesn't look bad, so I'm gonna write that off. We're gonna pull this power steering pump. 15%. Okay. Let's take a look at our list. I think we got them all. Cool. Crankshaft pulley, exhaust manifold, power steering pump, and a turbocharger. And then we just got to do. All right. Let's take a look. What is? Power steering pump is fixable. The crankshaft pulley is not. Belt tensioners at 46, so we're not worried about that. Manifold needs to be replaced. The turbocharger can be fixed. So let's go fix the power steering pump and the turbocharger. Oops, sorry. Get a little crazy with that camera sometimes, y'all. No, I don't want you. I want you. One hundo. Power steering pump. One hundo. Got it. Love it. Love it. I jumped the gun on that second on the turbo on the manifold. What was power steering pump, Pete. Sorry. Get out. Get out of here. Okay. Yeah, so I just hit the space bar thinking that it was going to wind up being at the end. I think we need a new one of these, right? Yeah. Whoop. And then when it wasn't, I was like, I had a like crankshaft pulley I4. There you go. Thank you. The sphere shot through me because I'm like, oh wait, that's not there. Why is that not there? I thought that was going to be there. Well, we got it. And if I do say so myself, that speaks to my talents and abilities to be able to do that. So, all right, there's that. So I think we're done with. Oh no, we got one more belt to put on. There's that. Might as well go ahead and refill this while we're here. And that will be done, and we will be moving and grooving. Yeah, so I was kind of right in the fact that obviously I could have grabbed a full 4 vehicles, but I think this one kind of put the fear of you know who in me. We need another. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna go hex and here. 70 credits. Got it for 59. Sometimes you have to do that. You look at the jobs that are on the board, and you have to. I don't really like doing that. I just like grabbing the ones that are up for, you know, based on the time limit. I literally, I kind of don't even want to know what the problems are. Just grab it and go. You know, deal with whatever problem, you know, is there. Just kind of like, you know, if a client drove into your shop, you know, here's my car, here's the problem, fix it. You're like, okay. All right, so we're done with all that. We got to repair and replace body parts. So we got left front fender, front left fender, front right door window, front rear left door window. God, Pete, get your head in the game, boy. All right, so front left fender, I'm just going to back out, shut that. So mechanically we're okay. We're looking for front left fender. I think it said windshield. Windshield. Rear left door window. Okay, so we're gonna grab windshield. Rear left door window. Trunk. Right? That's a different. Oh, nope. Front left fender, rear left door window, windshield. Grab the trunk, and then we'll come around the other side. Okay, so we gotta grab this. Oops, sorry. Trunk, right tail light. What else? Front right door window and headlight. Okay. Actually, we shouldn't do that because I'm thinking we're just going to go and purchase, but we're not going to do that. We do need to buy glass. We can't fix glass, I don't think. Front left fender. So windows, I think. Right headlight B and right tail light C. Okay, right headlight B. 26%. Right tail light B. 3%. We'll have to replace that. That's for sure. I got a windshield we can't do. Trunk. Windshield. Okay. Now, like I said, I don't think I can do glass. I don't think there is actually a piece of glass in this. Oh, there is. No, that can't be. That looked front right door window. Yeah. Rear left door window. Right headlight and right tail light. Got the right headlight. Right? It seems weird because that window I just took off looked fine. Front left fender, front right door window, rear left door window. Alright, let's go see what we can fix. Now, do you think lights would be fixed on the bench? No, they would not. Repair table body. Here we go. Alright. Nailed it. Nailed it. Well, I actually kind of missed it a little bit. We took them off, so they are painted the right color. We don't have to worry about the painting, which is something that I was questioning. Although it does look like it's a different color, doesn't it? So I'm not sure which is the original. That's fixed to 100%. Okay. I guess we have to buy new 3%. Is there an electrical repair table? I don't think there is, but I don't think you can fix headlights, right? Repair table parts. Don't have, this is the same thing, parts, body. Again, it's not, yeah, nothing. So you cannot repair, even though it's 26%, you can't repair it. Body, parts. Alright, so let's go ahead and buy a couple of parts. First, let's look at our... we don't need the exhaust manifold anymore. Left fender we don't need. We do need a windshield, window. We don't need the trunk. Tail light times 2. We only need 1. Alright, so let's go shopping. Because that's the other issue too, is you get into which shop are we going to? There's a body shop and then there's the not body shop. No, there's the other one. Okay, windshield we can get 200 credits. We'll get it for 170. Rear left door window 150. We'll get it for 127. Tail light C. See, that's a different shop. X. Front right door window 150 credits. We're gonna get it for 127. Now we got to be careful because if we hit X, it'll delete this one. We don't want that. We're gonna delete that one. The headlight. Okay, so that, my friends, is the upscale body tuning. So the body tuning shop. So this is your kind of stock shop bodywork station. The body tuning shop is where you get your kind of more upscale. So if we hit our tab and we go tail light C, 500 credits, we get it for 425. And we only needed 1, so we're gonna go ahead and X that out. And then this is headlight B, but you can see there's headlight B, headlight C, headlight A. Although it's not, I don't think it technically it's referred to as headlight 8. It's just referred to as headlight. That's in your stock shop. So you have 2 options here for headlights, 2 options for tail lights. Let's go ahead and grab this one. It's 600 credits. Wow. We'll get it for 510. Why you would want to put a 110? Well, 600 because I get a discount because, you know, I'm me. So did I not take this windshield off? Because I believe that's one of the things we have to do, right? Windshield, yeah. All right. Why you would want to put a $600 credit headlight in this thing makes no sense to me whatsoever. That looks nice though. I ain't gonna lie, but it's a huge waste of money. Well, you know what? Everybody loves their vehicle, right? I mean, some different strokes for different folks. This guy's putting some money into it. He's trying to bring it back. You know, good on you, brother. Good on you. If you love it, then you do what you have to. All right, so we're done with this. Let's move this guy out. First thing we have to do, I think, is bring it down to the ground. Okay. Move him out to, yeah. He'll switch places with the truck. We're gonna call the owner. I don't know. Do we wash it? Let's wash it. I think we gotta. We also tend to do that. We give everybody a free car wash. It's one of the other reasons why I have to get back at times to do client work because I forget how I want to do it. Actually, I'm gonna say that this kind of powder blue. It's not white. I kind of prefer the powder blue, really. All right, so you got your car wash. You get back to behind 1. We're gonna go ahead and call your owner, and they can come get you. We're gonna get 890 credits for the knocking noise from the engine bay. We'll get 1,070 credits for poor brake performance. Another 685 for general gearbox control and repair, and then 1,850 to repair and replace the body parts. Task bonus of 1,697, job bonus of 1,979, for a total payout of $8,171 for this 89 Salem Kieran. Like I say, hopefully the guy enjoys it. I got no beef with that. So the other thing about this RIBBSAN is once we get the engine, I'm thinking about taking her out on the race course, man. I'd like to better my best time. I'm having a lot of fun with the race course. I don't think there's any outside of just having something to run. I don't, there's no points for it. There's no, just trying to better your best basically is what you're doing, and that's okay with me. But I'd like to try her out on a race course before we sell her off. Yeah. And I did get word from, I believe it was Snakebite, jumped in the comments and let me know that you can use a controller. So I think things will get a lot better in the next run. So I'm hoping. Let's see here. We got a 1955 Salem 1500, one of my favorite trucks in the game. It has 298,046 miles on it. Thanks again. Snakebite told me to change the settings, so I did. And now we have miles instead of kilometers. Thank you, brother. These are pretty easy. Change the windshield washer fluid, drain the old and add new, and increase the tuning of the car by 7 to 12%. All right, well, let's go ahead and do that little thing here. We can take care of the windshield wiper. It looks like it's empty already, but we'll go ahead and... No, it's full, actually. It's just so poor that it has no color to it. So we're going to go ahead and just... no, we're in the right spot first. There you go. Okay. There you go. All right, so we're going to jump back, slam this. We're going to take, oh, it's already on the ground, Pete. We're going to move this over to the dyno, which is not there. It's there. Now here we are in the dyno. We're going to go ahead and start her up. Let's see where we're at. 145 horsepower at 4,175 RPM. We're going to measure it up just to make sure we're seeing those numbers. Then we got to figure out how we're going to increase performance by 7 to 12%. Oh, I got to do something. I'm just sitting back here like, oh yeah, as soon as this is done. I6 overhead valve. Okay, there we got some numbers. Got minus 16 horsepower. Okay, so it's only pulling 129 horses at the 4,155 RPM, so it's lost minus 16 horsepower, or minus 11%. It's only getting 195 foot-pounds of torque at 2,380, which is a loss of 21 foot-pounds, or 10%. All right, so we need to tune this. We need to tune this by 7 to 12%. So what we're going to do is not be here. We want to go to the tuning shop. And 7 to 12%. So this is everything here. What gives us the most bang for our buck? We got 3% for a charger, a proton charger. Okay. I don't think all of these fit our vehicle though. So 3/6, that'd be 4 parts. What's the large? I can't really. Let's say if I could search according to the the biggest numbers, that would be a big help. Search, cancel search. Okay. Well, whatever we do, we have to do it in the shop. So let's go back to the shop. I think we're on 2, right? Yeah. Alright, so this is our vehicle here. And we're going to increase tuning. Shop. Increase tuning. I think that's what we do, right? We go 3, 6. So, there's a 4 for an intercooler, but I don't think that works on my vehicle, though. Right? I6B. So maybe that's what I gotta do. Okay. It's been a while since we tuned up. What if I just put in I6B? Or just I6? Alright, so these are I6. Well, maybe I should put in I6B, huh? Okay. I6. Did I get that space or no? I6B. Okay. Alright, so this is what we have for the I6B, it looks like. 3% dual overhead cam. It's not a dual overhead cam though, it's just an I6B. Get 3 here, 3 here, that's 6. And there's 8. That would give us like 14. What if we started with this? 8. That's dual overhead cam. Okay, so I think we could do this. 8. What else do we need? That's 11. That'd be 12 and a half, right? That'd be 13. That's over. But I guess it's better to be over than under, right? Power steering pump. So where were we at? We were at 11. So this would be 12 and a half. I6B. Power steering pump. Just says I6. Does that mean it will fit any I6? 1 1/4. So if we're at 11, so that'd be 12 1/4. Intake manifold. 3. 3 and 3 is 6. So if we go with new intake and exhaust, that gives us 6 plus the 8 for the engine head. That'd be 14. It's too much. I don't know. Do you get penalized for going too high, or here's what we carburetor. That's 3, right? Exhaust manifold. That's 6. Intake manifold. That's 9. So we need another 3. What's the other 3? That's 1 1/2. Camshaft? List for 3, I think it was listed 360. We'll get it for 306. Carburetor, we said, list for 210, we'll get it for 178. We had exhaust manifold at 80. We'll get it for 68, and then an intake manifold list for 300, we'll get it for 255. But this is going to be one of those issues, right, where the parts that's already going to have upgraded parts or something, right? And I'm going to get, so it won't actually count. Right? That's what it's going to do to me. It's going to screw me up that way, isn't it? No, because usually the upgraded parts have some piece of red on it somewhere, right? To indicate that those are upgraded parts. Alright, so there's the intake and here's the exhaust. Alright, so we're going to slap on the new exhaust. Yeah, so that's the old one. This is the new one. Ooh, it's also shiny silver. It's like chromed. They're chromed out. So that makes me happy. I was really kind of scared that I just bought these parts and it's going to be like a 1-for-1 replacement and I won't get any. But I should get some upgrade here. We got this. So that's 369. This will be 9. There's the red parts I was talking about. Like I say, some of these upgraded parts, they have a bit of red on them, which allows you to, at a glance, realize that those are upgraded parts. So, all right, so we got that. That's 9 parts. That's 9. We now have to get the camshaft out. And I think, oh, you know what's going to happen though? In order to get the camshaft out, we have to take the head off because we're going to have to remove the not the rocker arms, more the push rods. We have to remove the push rods. Is what I'm trying to say, but not doing a very good job of. And we're going to have to. I think we have to. I think we have to drain the oil. That's where our camshaft is. Alright, this might be a little bit of a longer episode because I kind of... Or do I just hold on? No, I'm not going to hold on to that piece and try to find something else. Let's just do what we got to do. Let's not... I'm going to pull the air filter. I think I'm going to have to pull what I just put on because these things are connected, and so I think we have to get those off. So try to get this done as quickly as we can. Because like I said, we're at about an hour now. I'd like to try to keep the episodes to an hour. Hopefully that's okay with you guys. I appreciate y'all stopping in, and I don't want to take your time for granted. And how long can you really watch somebody fake working on a fake car, you know? Again, there's the question of, you know, all of the oil should be down in the oil pan. I think I should be able to. Let's do it. If I get hit with the, no, I didn't mean to do that. If I get hit with the environmental, because I think there is, if you spill oil or spill fluids, you get hit with like an environmental cleanup issue. Didn't say anything, so I'm hoping that's okay. Alright, now we got to pull these rocker arms because I believe it will not let you just pull. Yeah, that's what we're looking at right there, is that push rods. I don't think it will let you take the camshaft out with the push rods in. So it's a necessary step. But I think once we get these all out, oops, sorry. Once we get these all out, we should be able to slide the camshaft out from the front of the engine, and then we'll just reassemblage, and away we go. This is a really clean engine. I don't know who owns this truck, but they're doing a heck of a job keeping this truck up. I like the way this truck looks too. I was looking around on my cable company, and they have what they call auto showcase, I think it's called, and it's just videos of vehicles. You know what I mean? Kind of. I think it's Motor Trend. I think it's Motor Trend does reviews of different vehicles. And, you know, we had the kids and stuff, so we had the family truckster, you know. But the kids are gone, they're grown, they got their own, actually, they got their own vehicles, whatnot, you know. So we don't really need a family truckster anymore. And all they have is like SUVs. And I've been, you know, I guess I'm a bit of a contrarian though, too, in that I don't want what everybody else gets. You know what I mean? It's just kind of, I don't mind SUVs. I don't love them, you know, like I guess I'm supposed to love them. I don't, it's just, you know, they're okay. So I've been kicking around the idea of, you know, what about a truck or a sedan. Really, you know, really kind of getting to that. I'm getting older. I don't really do a lot of hauling, so while having a truck is cool, and it does help. I don't think I needed to take that off, did I? The water pump. What am I doing? What am I doing exactly? Because this is not the camshaft, Peter. No, it is not the camshaft. Crankshaft pulley. Somewhere they have to meet up. That's the water pump pulley. Yeah, because that's the block, dude. What were you talking about? Don't know. Anyway, so I went to look and see, you know, what is out there. I really haven't seen many sedans, you know, and they got a section called sedans. So I was like, I'm looking at. They did not have one American-made sedan in the entire list, and I'm like, there's got to be one somewhere, right? Somebody has to make it. But they were all, well, at that point, you know, at this point too. When you talk about car companies and manufacturers and stuff, does that even play anymore? That there's, you know, American-made and foreign-made. Does that even play anymore? I mean, all the vehicles are all the vehicles, and oh, dang, oh, I can get it. And I didn't really see many sedans that appealed to me. I'm an old boat guy, you know, those old 1970s land yachts that you used to drive around. Like I say, my favorite car was a '78 Plymouth Fury. What am I looking for, Pete? Something that does not appear. All right. You know what I'm not doing? I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing, folks. So you'll have to bear with me because I am going to stumble through this and eventually I'm going to find it. There's the crankshaft, and we knew that was the crankshaft. The camshaft is where? On this I6, because it drives those push rods. We're on the other side of the engine, I believe. And it usually turns. Alright, let's do this. Okay. Pete is lost, folks. He has lost his mind, and he's creating problems. But I cannot find this camshaft, and I need this camshaft so that I can get this thing up to 12. Alright, we're going to pull this. I've got the top of the engine exposed. There it is. It's behind the timing cover, dummy. You dummy. Alright. I should be able to get it though, because I did have that. And it's going to cost me something because I had to drain the oil, but that's okay. We gotta put this back together too, since there was absolutely no reason to take this apart. Alright, well, that just speaks to the kind of week I'm having. I should have known that. Why didn't I know that? Just chalk it up to a bad week, I guess. Just having a bad week. Didn't think it through. Okay. Drive shaft back in. So I was talking about new vehicles. One of the things I would like to get back to is now that I'm old and my kids are grown. I had a Jeep in my younger days, Jeep CJ7, and I love that car too. So it's either like a sedan or like a Jeep. My Jeep had like a 7-inch lift kit put on it, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun driving around town with that thing. And I wouldn't mind getting another one. Again, I would like a CJ7. I don't want one of the new Wrangler things. I think that's what they're calling them, right? Wranglers. Back in the day, the Wrangler was a branch of Jeep that was not Jeep-like. It was more vehicle-like. In order to get a Jeep, you had to. Do I have to take that out? No, I can take the timing. Okay. But I think it was during the Super Bowl, they played, I think it was an ad with Harrison Ford, and he was talking about the new electric Jeep, and I think they showed the new model, and it was like orange, and I thought that looked pretty slick. that looked pretty slick. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna get, but I'm starting to think it's gonna be orange. Whatever it is, it's gonna be orange. Especially since it was like hunter orange. It wasn't just like orange, but it was like a hunter orange, which that I like. You know, obviously, if you just threw an orange car at me, I'd be like, "Don't be crazy, man. Don't be crazy." But you throw a hunter orange, you know, then you kind of think to yourself, oh, "This might work." Especially for like an off-roader, you know, outdoors thing, fits right in. Fits the whole motif. I think I gotta get my teeth fixed. Is what that's what I'm gonna have to do. I don't know what's up with that. All right, so I think we've done what we needed to do, folks. We got the 3. So right now we have the 3. I'm gonna go back and forth just because y'all know me. I don't like putting all the good ones in one area and all the bad ones in one area. So put all the outside ones will be good, all the inside ones will be bad, so. But that's okay. Thanks for hanging out with me. Like I said, we did go a little long. I got lost. I got kind of in the weeds there, trying to find that camshaft, but we found it. Now we will never have to look again, which is weird because my Jeeps had an i6. So the fact that, although I never worked on that, it didn't live long enough for me to have worked on the camshaft. It kind of rotted, it decomposed right on my driveway, which made my dad real happy because I was a teenager at the time. Well, late teens, early 20s maybe. So I was still at home. And I'm sure he was overjoyed having a Jeep decomposing in his driveway. Yeah, I had a lot of fun in that Jeep. That was a fun vehicle. But I was watching it, and even Jeep now is doing SUVs. Everybody's doing SUVs. I don't understand it. I get the idea of wanting to be competitive, you know, and if they're selling, if one maker is selling them and they're selling well, I get wanting to keep up with the Joneses, but geez, it shouldn't be the only thing you have, you know. There should be. There's variety, man. Offer something else. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think I'm kind of overreacting to the whole SUV thing, or what? I mean, and I'm not saying do away with them. I'm just saying, you know, not all of us are on board with the SUV. How about a little something for us? How about that, huh? All right, there we go. Okay, and that. So that's 369. This should be 12 right here. So So we've hit the upper limit of what we needed to do. We're rebuilding. And we're going to throw it back up on the dyno, because I think that's how you verify. Well, no, it just gave it to us. But we're going to re-verify anyway. Close that down. Oh, yeah, I got to do one more thing. I almost forgot. I think we need to be in this here. We got to refill the oil. I don't think we drained anything else. I think that was the last job. We drained the power steering fluid, but that was in the last job, right? Again, I wish you could check fluids. I was saying this in plane mechanics simulator. The only real way to this one's even worse because there's really no way to check it. But in plane mechanics simulator, there's no way to really check the fluid level without getting into basically the refill. Going into refill, you know. The engine cannot be started. Why? What did I forget? I forgot something. Oh, I forgot the ignition wires. Okay. Oh, and the spark plugs, Pete. Way to go. Yeah. Again, it's just been an off week. So I apologize. Y'all know me. I'll get better, you know. I'm just a little preoccupied in my head. So, but I'll get it all put back together here. Okay, so I think that's good. I think that was it, right? Yeah. All right, go ahead and do it. Yes, I want to check our progress. Let's get the fans up to full power. That sounds good right there. See how she does. We needed an increase by 12%. We hit our 12% numbers. We're up to 147 horsepower, 4,175 RPM. So we got an increase of plus 2%, and then 217 foot-pounds at 2405. We got 219, which is a plus 3. So I think the client should be happy with that, folks. I have a hard time believing he's going to be upset with it. Give her a wash up. That is a nice looking vehicle right there. I'm gonna go put this out in front of the 3. Get a nice shot of it out front here. We crouch. Oh, I gotta hold the crouch. That's the shot right there. Let me get my camera out. No. Settings. Depth of field. There we go. I don't know why that was. I don't know what that does. I'm not sure what that does either. What if I do just put that in the middle? Logo. Oh, position. Okay, here we go. There you go. All right, so that's that. We're gonna get out of. That's okay. That's how you focus. I see. I see," said the blind man. All right, we're gonna get out of there. Let's call up the client. Let's let them come get their car. We'll pick up other tasks, 975 credits. We get a bonus, task bonus of 243, job bonus of 487 for a total payout of 1,705 credits. We're up to 85,937 credits. We got 2,281 upgrade credits. We're at level 22, 1,419 XP out of 1,650. All right, Chief, here you sit, all broken-hearted. No, I'm not finishing that, but you know how it goes. Got some more credits. We're gonna collect those items. We're gonna open the next race. Enter. Okay, I always pass on the first for some reason. Bonus credits, 117. Okay. Collect those. Open that up, sure. Alright, so what do we have? Alright, so what we're going to do is, before the next episode, I'm going to clean out our inventory. So all we have, these parts, obviously they'll go into the good parts bin. And these other parts that we can't fix, those I'll scrap those. We'll have empty inventory so that next time we come in, we can take apart the RIBBSAN's engine and we'll get to work on that, and we'll get that all straightened out. And then, like I said, we'll do a racetrack run. Actually, I'm doing it right now. I'm gonna let you guys go. Like I said, I'm not gonna force you to sit here and watch me do housekeeping work. You don't need to do that. We're gonna go to good parts, go back here, and we're gonna go move item. And that can go back there too. So the rest of this stuff is junk. I'll scrap that in the off time, and as I said, I say like I say it a lot. As I said, we're gonna, when we come back, we'll take a swipe at this engine, try to get it up and running, make sure she's running well. We're gonna take it out on the racetrack, hopefully before the next episode ends. So until I see you again, be safe, be well, be good. Be back here next Monday, and we'll get after it. Until then, bye-bye.